Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team. Now today I'm excited to show you this device from Vivo. It's the NEX Dual. Now if you don't know what that is, just keep watching because this is a really interesting device. I'll talk more about it in just a minute. First, let me tell you that this is a pre-release device. Vivo is actually not sure if they are going to launch this product in India. So this is obviously not the retail box. Here's a quick look at what you can see behind. It says here dual display, triple camera, Snapdragon 845, 10 gigs of RAM and in-display fingerprint scanning. That's as far as the box goes. Up front you'll see this little design which actually looks like the silhouette of two phones kept next to each other, and you'll just find out why that's important. Now 2018 was the year of the notch, and 2019 is now going to be when manufacturers are going to go all out to go and try and remove it. So some of them in the previous year they went the motorized way. So the previous Vivo NEX, they had a motorized pop-up camera, and the Oppo Find X did as well, and then there were the sliders like the Magic 2 and the Mi Mix 3. But this is a completely different device. So anyhow, here is what the box contains. You won't see the India pin charger here because this is not an India unit. Having seen the Vivo NEX, the original one, it's a very similar package. So if they do launch it, it will probably be very similar. You get a fast charger, you get a set of Vivo branded headphones, there's their basic documentation, the USB Type-C cable, and this is a bumper case, a little bit flexible but very nice, high quality. It's got the NEX branding on it, as you can see there. So the bumper case is also interesting. And now let's move on to the device itself. So at first glance, nothing unusual. You've got a power button over here, there's the volume, and then there is another power button on this side. So that's interesting, and that's actually because you can flip it over and there is another screen on the back. So really cool implementation by Vivo here. So let's just power it on and I'll show you how that works in just a quick minute. The NEX is actually taking the removal of the notch to a whole different, quite outlandish, some might even say novelty direction. So both of the displays are high quality displays, fairly large. Up front is a 6.39 inch 2340 by 1080. At the back is a 5.49 inch 1920 by 1080. So both of them are super AMOLED displays. And what this Dual does is that it does away with the front camera altogether. So only the rear set of cameras, there's a triple camera, and we'll just get more into a little bit more into the specs in just a minute. But why that is because when you want to use a selfie or you want to do a video call, you just flip it over and use the secondary screen instead. So let's just quickly set it up and show you what it looks like. So here I have it set up. There is an in-display fingerprint scanner on this side. So you can just tap and you will be signed in. Now here, look at the display. Very slim bezels on all these three sides. Just a little bit of a hint of a chin. It's got these buttons, but of course you can go to gesture navigation as well. And this is fairly regular. Now if you flip it over, you've got face recognition on this side because it has the cameras this side. Let me just clean it up. There is a screen protector that is pre-installed. So here you go, and this is the display on the back of the device. So as you can tell, this obviously does not have the slim bezels of the primary display, but it is by no means a cut rate display or very bad to look at. Really high quality here as well. It's a full HD Super AMOLED, and you can tell that the device is also really thin and it's lightweight. Who would have thought that there can be a device with two high definition super AMOLED displays in such a kind of device. So in terms of specs, it's got the Snapdragon 845. There's 10 gigs of RAM, 128 GB storage, 3500 milliamp hour battery. It's an aluminum frame, and there is Gorilla Glass both front and back. In terms of the cameras, there is a 12 megapixel OIS primary. And that's an f1.8 aperture. There's a 2 megapixel secondary f1.8 again, and the third one is the TOF sensor, or the time of flight sensor, that can do duties such as the advanced lighting effects. It can do portrait mode, things like that, all the things that you would expect. And this is an interesting comparison to make. This is the NEX Dual on the left. This is the original Vivo NEX from last year. And it's also still available in India at a price of 39,999, 40,000 rupees. This is the one with the motorized pop-up front camera. And I can also show you a side-by-side of the OnePlus 6T. So where you can see the notch pretty clearly. That's the teardrop shaped notch on the top here. And how these two are different approaches to getting rid of the notch. And it seems like this one is a little bit out there. It's a little bit maybe premium. We don't really know if this is coming to India again, like I mentioned, but one can always hope. So like we said, there is no indication of an India launch yet. We're not even sure if it will launch. If you're interested to know how much it is priced in China, it is the equivalent, the rough equivalent of about 52,000 rupees. For the 10 GB variant. So if it does come to India, it might be priced a little bit higher than that. So that's been our first look at the NEX Dual. What do you think about this device? Let us know in the comments. What do you think about the design, and if you think that Vivo should launch this product here, you should definitely let them know about it. Hit them up on their social channels. If you have any further questions about the NEX Dual, let us know in the comments. You can also reach out to us directly via Twitter. Thanks for watching.